And it's finally gotten to a place where I'm ready to announce it. The working parts are in order. And so, drum roll, please. Woo, so excited. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about my Lightworker Academy program. So this started as my alchemy program back in 2018, and it has reformulated itself. It's been through different versions. I've taken time off at different times from it because it's a very extensive program and we go really deep. It's several months long, and I'm doing something completely different this year. I've never done this before. I've never done the program in this way before. So that's going to be the new and exciting part. So let's dive into what that is. And if you're here, if you're watching, just say hi, hello. If you're watching later, say hashtag replay. I just like to know who stops by, who's here, who's hanging out with me. So I'm really, really excited because the Lightworker Academy program is my deepest mentorship program with me. It's for people that are wanting to become a coach and or do energy healing in the way that I do with clearing the subconscious mind. But it's also for you if you just want personal growth. If you're like, I'm tired of feeling stuck in these areas of my life, I want to be with a group of people, I want to learn new skills to help myself and maybe help my family, help my kids, my grandkids. It's for you for either of those things. It is a certification program where you will go through and learn many different tools to help other people find their own healing and transformation and lead people through that. So, and even be able to create a business out of this like I do. And it's the thing that we're going to be doing different this year. So there's so much to talk about, but the thing that we're going to be doing different this year is normally in the past, again, I started this in 2018. Normally you could only do this as a full 10-month program. Now what we're doing is we're breaking it up. So you get the best bang for your buck, the best, and you get the most tools. You save over $1,200 if you do the whole 10-month program. But we've also broken it up into 4 different programs. So I'm going to get into those today and explain that and tell you what's available now, because not all of those programs are available right now. Right now, the only thing that's available is the full 10-month program to sign up now and save the most, or to do the first part of the program, which is 3 months long, and that's to learn to become a somatic coach and do an embodiment training. So that is the first training involved, is the somatic coaching and embodiment program. So you'll learn the tools. Number one, to heal yourself, to really learn and understand your nervous system, what gets you in these trauma response states of fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, and how to. So you're going to be moving through your own healing first, and then you learn while you're learning the tools to help others. But towards the end of the program, we're really going deeper into helping others with those tools you're learning. So it's deep nervous system healing. So that's all what's available right now. That program is going to start. It's telling me my internet is wonky. That program is going to start in March, the middle of March. So the somatic program. So again, you can buy just the somatic piece. You can do the full 10-month piece if you really want a deep dive. The 4 parts of the program are the somatic coaching program. We're doing a Meridian, like an emotional freedom technique with Meridian theory, and that is a newer piece to the program where we're really going to deep dive into the physical body, how the emotions get stuck, and ways to release those stuck emotions, which has been a big piece of the work that I've done. And that really helps you to heal the physical body as well as the somatic coaching. And then the third step, so it's the somatic coaching is 3 months long. The emotional freedom technique is 2 months long, and that includes the Meridian theory. And then the energy healing piece. So this time we're changing that up too. So the energy healing piece is the unique way that I have done energy work, which is clearing blocks in the subconscious mind that are keeping people stuck. We all know that our subconscious holds all the stuff that we're unaware of until we bring it to the conscious mind. And that is what is keeping us unconsciously stuck in these repetitive programs. So that was like something I learned many years ago, back in like 2010. And it's always been this foundation I've used in my work with clients and in group programs. So the energy healing piece is really powerful. But with that energy healing piece, we're also doing that's funny. Yes. We're also doing the quantum manifesting piece. So you not only learn the energy healing, but you're going to learn quantum manifesting to really be able to take your life to another level. And then and that's 3 months long. And then the last step of that is the Lightworker Business School. And that's where that's 2 months long. We're going to deep dive into what it takes and what you need to have a soul aligned business or a spiritual coaching or healing business. So that I'm very excited about as well, because it's like I can give you the tools, but if you don't know how to market yourself, if you're scared to put yourself out there, if you have a fear of being seen, then those blocks are going to prevent you from sharing the tools you just learned. So it's really important to me to have the Lightworker Business School to be able to get your work out into the world so that you can be successful. The point of this program is that you make an impact and an income, because here's the thing, why did I create this? In 2018, I had this calling. I knew that I needed to train people. I was already a yoga teacher trainer for many years, and so I'm used to that kind of school structure and teaching that and coaching that. I've done that for many years. We've trained over 60 yoga teachers between my partner Andrea and I. And so I have that kind of experience of training people in a modality. And I wanted to take that and do that with my own work. I feel deeply that it's a part of my mission to awaken light workers. And you might be going, what even is a light worker? A light worker is just bringing light to the darkness, essentially. What is the darkness? It's our fear, it's our doubt, it's our worry, it's our stress, it's our physical dis-ease, it's our relationship issues, it's our, the light worker brings light, brings awareness to anything in the dark. And people might go, oh, the dark, is that evil? It's like, no, it's your fears, it's your doubts, it's your worries. We all have those. The light worker is going to bring light to that. I have been a light worker. I encounter light workers all the time. There's so many of us in the world, and I really truly believe that there's so many of us out there not doing our light work, maybe not knowing how to do the light work, maybe not knowing what that even means for them. And feeling like maybe you have this like deeper calling to help others, but you just don't really know how, right? You haven't explored those options. So hold on 1 second. I need to just move this incense. It's like on high. Okay, it's burnt out. We're good. I'm like, I'm gonna like start choking here soon from the incense that's burning in this room. Hi, Sarah. Thank you. Yes, if you're here, say hi. I love to see who's here, who stopped by. I know it's a part of my mission to awaken light workers. This has been a part of my mission for years, and I have to take breaks from this program sometimes because it's like it's getting reformulated all the time in the background. It's like I get these cues from what I call spirit, from my intuition, and the program was called Alchemy, and I got this clear message, no, it needs to be the Lightworker Academy now. So that was a few years ago. And then just life events have made me take a pause with it. And now I'm back, and I got very clear. Another guidance was to break it up into these different programs. So again, light workers, since I've been a little girl, this is funny to share, but like I used to play with my friend. I'd invite her out to my grandma's house. They lived out in the country. There wasn't a lot to do out there. And my grandma and I used to go garage sailing when I was little, and she'd buy these boxes of like plastic toys, like Care Bears you would get in like McDonald's Happy Meals, and like just there would be all kinds of this stuff. My Little Ponies, I was an 80s child. So think all that stuff, strawberry shortcakes. And it would be all these boxes. And a lot of times, people selling at garage sales, you just throw a bunch of crap in a box and put it out for $5 or something. And there'd be like G.I. Joes in there and like weird stuff that I wouldn't play with as a kid because I was very girly. So I would make my friend play the dark, and I would give her all the like G.I. Joes and the ugly toys that I didn't want to play with as a little girl. I was like, I wanted the My Little Ponies. I wanted all of that. And I would line them all up. And it was like the good side and the bad side. And the good always won. I might have been a little bit bossy back then. Just saying. It's probably not surprising to some of you that know me. The light always won. I think about that game that I used to play a lot. Why did I come up with that? Where did that come from? What gave me the idea to do that? I've always had this feeling that, I'll be one of the people on the front lines, whatever that means, on the front lines of healing, of fighting whatever evil is out there. And to me, evil is our doubts, it's our fears, it's our worries, right? It's the suffering that humanity does because of our mindsets, because of our programming as children, because of our societal standards, because of what's going on in the world. All of that stuff. That's the evil. Like, it doesn't have to be this scary thing. A lot of people will say, though, there is this spiritual war going on, and it's like that very well could be true. I feel like I'm on the front lines fighting, and I don't really like that word, but for lack of a better word than fighting, to me, fighting is resistance. So we're not resisting, but we are here to bring the light. As one of my clients said, who's actually joined the program, it's like the Care Bear stare, where they would just all stand in a line, and like there'd be this bright light coming out from their hearts. Who remembers that? Give me a thumbs up. I mean, where are my 80s kids out there? It's that shining of that light. And I'll tell you this, if you resonate with being a light worker, somebody that you have this deeper calling within you, you don't really know, maybe you're not doing your light worker work, maybe you know you're a light worker, but you're not doing anything about it, or maybe you just feel that deeper calling within you. But the point I'm trying to make here is that if you're not doing that, I had a point and it just like went away. The Care Bear stare, sharing your light work. Oh, if you resonate with being a light worker, like what I said before, chances are you have a painful story in your past. You've had some sort of trauma that you've been through. It's hard to meet a person nowadays that doesn't have kind of those things, but there are some people that don't, right? When you're a light worker, in my world, in my opinion, you've got a story of struggle, a story of suffering to some degree or another. And when that is a part of your matrix, just because, it's happened to you, when we've had trauma and we have this deeper calling within us to share, to do more, to help, want to help others in a deeper way, we often aren't going to take steps forward on that because the trauma really keeps you in a box. And this goes for people, again, my program is not just for you if you want to become a coach and healer. You might very well, hold on one second, I just realized I am not on Wi-Fi over here. You might not even want to become a coach or healer. If you know me, I do things not perfectly on social media. It's like, okay, didn't have my Wi-Fi on, probably should turn that on. We'll give it just a second here. That should work a little bit better. Okay. You have a story, most likely, that involves some sort of trauma or suffering, a hardship of some sort, whether it's a health journey you've had to go through, or a family member's health journey, or some sort of childhood trauma like my story, or growing up with an addict or a narcissist, an emotionally disconnected parent. There's so many ways that trauma can show up in our lives. You probably aren't going to be the one that feels comfortable sharing that story or feels comfortable putting themselves out there. So that's a big part of my program. It's a big part of why I now included the Lightworker Business School into the Lightworker Academy, because so many of us struggle with putting ourselves out there, with sharing, with a fear of being seen. And I'm here to tell you that, I had a pastor once, in my darkest night of my soul, before I was doing any of this stuff. I was teaching yoga here and there, but before I was doing any energy work or coaching or online programs, I didn't know that that was going to be a path for me. I was literally in the darkest time of my life. I was really struggling from a terrible incident that happened to me. And I had a pastor tell me, your greatest pain becomes your greatest joy when you use it to help another. And that's kind of been a guiding theme in my life. It's like, I know that I need to share these things. I knew that I needed to help others through my story. And I really believe that the people that are interested in this, you're going to find that to be true for you too. Your suffering, your trauma, your pain becomes your purpose. You get to transform your trauma, and it becomes this platform that you launch yourself off from. So that's really my biggest mission, is if I can awaken more light workers and have them spreading their light, the world's going to be a brighter place. That's what I'm here for. And, it came to me today, it's like, dark times call for light. Dark times call for light. We need to awaken those gifts. I always think too, it's like, what I'm going to be teaching you in the program, I'm going to be teaching you a lot of different things, but essentially I'm just helping you reawaken gifts that you kind of already came into this life with, to some degree. And it's so beneficial for you just to go through the program just for yourself is worth the weight in gold. But let alone that, you're also going to be helping people. So everybody that goes through this program sees a change in their personal life, because you can't not come into this, devote this time, this energy to this program and not have a shift in your personal life. So first and foremost, you are your first client and you go through the program for you while you're learning how to do these tools with other people. Okay, so just to break it down, I'm just checking to see if I shared everything I need to share. Again, it's going to be broken into 4 parts, so you can do the whole program. You save quite a bit if you do the whole program. If you're like, I'm ready, this is the year, I want to change. By the way, it's 2025. We're heading either I think this week or early next week into the Chinese year of the snake. And uh, that is all about transformation. So this year, I was feeling all this amped up energy of like, I got to get this program out this year. I got to get this program out. And then when somebody told me it's the year of the snake, it's like, that makes complete sense. Your life will go through a transformation. Whatever your goals are for yourself, whatever you're wanting to see shifted in your life, this program provides that for you, while it's giving you tools to help other people, should you choose to want to do that. I've had people come through and do both. So it's really up to you. So the first 3 months, so what's available right now is the full program or the first 3 months, which is our somatic coaching and embodiment program, where you're going to learn how to understand the nervous system deeply, how to help somebody through somatic practices. These are the practices that healed chronic fatigue for me. So through movement, through breath work, through inner child work, all of that is going to be included in the somatic piece. It's 3 months long, and you're also available to get the whole program where you save the most. So what makes this program different? To me, it's really like the access and support. The access to me, the creator. A lot of times if you join these programs, you're just a number and there's a ton of other people in there and you're not getting access to the creator. Like, I want access to the person that created the thing, because they're the what do you call it? Like the Mad Hatter or the, the creator. They're like where this came from. Like, to be able to have access to me throughout the entire program, not just when we're on our live calls, but also outside of that. So there'll be a group chat where you can access and ask questions at any time. The other thing that's unique to this is I really blend, I'm really a bridge for psychology and spirit. So I have a 4-year degree in psychology. I've studied psychology. Not only that, I've studied the subconscious mind and many other psychological tools, techniques, therapeutic tools for over 16, 17, 18 years now. I don't even know, I'm losing track. I've been studying all of that. My foundation of my business and my work was in yoga. I learned how to become a yoga teacher in 2010, and was doing yoga long before that. So spirituality has always been a piece for me in my work. So my program blends psychology and spirituality, so psychological tools and ancient spiritual wisdom, for a more holistic approach. We work with the mind. So if you do the whole 10-month program, you're getting mindset tools, completely rewiring your subconscious mind and learning how to completely rewire someone else's. You're getting how to actually physically heal the physical body through mindset work and emotional work, which is a big missing piece of the puzzle, in my opinion, when people go have these autoimmune disorders, these chronic health issues. If we're not understanding the nervous system piece, if we're not understanding how emotions get trapped in the body and cause physical disease, we're missing a huge piece of the physical, healing the physical body part. You can't just rely on Western medicine, in my opinion. You have to bring in those tools of the nervous system, of understanding the emotion, basically the Eastern way of healing, to work with the Western medicine. So don't get me started on that. Could be here all day. But so that's a very unique piece that I bring, is the blending of the psychological tools with the ancient spiritual wisdom. in all of my work. That is just who I am. I'm a combination of both, and I'm a bridge for both. So it's not just one or the other, it's both, right? And then it's also the body. So it's the mind, body, spirit. You're learning how to, those words get thrown around a lot, but you're learning how to deeply work with somebody with their mindset, with their body, and with their spirit. I have a 5-step process that I work with my clients on that you're going to learn that each of these components of the program, the somatic coaching, the emotional freedom technique with the Meridian theory, the energy healing, each part has its own 5-step process, but there's a basic structure that we work with depending which tool you're learning. There's lots of practice time. So I could go on and on and on, but I feel like that's a good place to start. I'm doing something as well this year that I've never done before with the program, which is offering it at such an amazing discount, because I want people to have access to this work. I want people to be able to have these tools for themselves, for their families, but also to help others. So right now, there's a really special deal until, I didn't write down the date, but I think it's February 21st. But essentially, it's like 2 weeks. Where you can save over $1,000. The price is going to go up by $1,000 on both the somatic coaching and the full 10-month program. Really, it's actually a really, really amazing deal. It's nowhere near the full price that it's supposed to be, that it will be. So this is really the time to get this. So, if you're ready to see your life change, to heal stuck issues that you've been having for years and years and years, and then also possibly to help other people and have tools, no matter what you're already doing, whether you work a 9-to-5 job, whether you're a massage therapist, a yoga teacher, a healer of sorts, but you just want more tools. This program supports you in all of that. So I could not be more excited. And as well, you get the 2 months. If you do the whole program, you get 2 months of the Lightworker Business School, which is an incredible value just in and of itself. So, like I said, I'm very excited. Actually, what did somebody say? If you do this, that's only on Instagram. I can't remember what it is, but if you are not on Instagram, I was going to try to make fireworks go off, but I don't think that that's going to work. Anyway, I digress. I am very, very excited to put this out into the world, the Lightworker Academy. It's here. If you want information, please send me a message or comment me below and I will send over some details. There is an application to just start the process, and that's because we want to make sure that we get people that are ready for this level of work and that we have a really cohesive group that comes together. So there is an application to fill out. Then we would set up a call and you and I would just chat about the program, your questions. I'm able to answer those personally. And then the last step would be to hold your spot and to receive that $1,000 off. Would just be either your first payment or the pay in full. So either one there. And then you're ready to go. So if you want more questions, or if you have more questions, or you want to learn more, shoot me a message. Again, I'm so thrilled to share this program. I already have people inside that kind of pre-registered, so it's really exciting, and I would love to see you there. If this resonates, even if you're like, I don't even know why, but something in this conversation is interesting to me, just reach out. Let's just talk and see where it goes. Again, it's for personal growth, but it's also for if you want to become a coach and healer. then this program is for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you and talking with you soon.